Welcome to Horror Stories. On this channel, I Ankur Pandit share with you paranormal incidents and activities. These are real events experienced by our loved ones. This story I'm about to share comes from the real experience of people just like you who have faced significant challenges and wish to share their stories to help others avoid similar pitfalls. Learning from these real incidents can be incredibly helpful as they highlight mistakes that led to major losses and how to avoid them. So let's begin our story. In a small town in Uttar Pradesh, Rahul, a young man from a family of doctors, had experienced some incredible events the previous year. His family, including his father, uncle, and aunts, were all doctors, and Rahul himself was pursuing a medical degree. Despite their wealth and status, Rahul remained grounded thanks to his loyal friend who always supported him through thick and thin. Rahul had managed many relationships in past, but now he had fallen deeply in love with a girl. This love was so profound that he was ready to go against his family's wishes. His friend stood by him, ready to support him no matter what challenges came their way. Such friendships are rare and they elevate us to a different level that ordinary people facing various problems. Rahul's friend's unwavering support was a pillar in his life. Additionally, a girl has entered his life whom he loved unconditionally. Rahul introduced her to his friend and they instantly clicked. They spent the entire day driving around, enjoying each other's company. However, one thing stood out: Rahul's family background was financially strong and all expenses were taken care of. Rahul never paid much attention to this because his family gave him a substantial daily allowance. His family always told him to focus on his studies and not to worry about anything else. They said, "You have to eat, drink, and do what you want to do, but try to manage everything within the house." Rahul's family knew his friends well since they had been childhood friends. So Rahul requested me not to mention any names. So I'm not going to mention his friend's name. He urged me to understand why he was not naming anyone because a big bomb was about to explode. After hearing about it, you might start wondering if those around you are hiding a dagger behind their backs, invisible to your eyes. Rahul had fallen deeply in love with the girl he was seeing. Whenever they met, he would say, "Let's get married. Our compatibility is off the charts." Their conversation was so strong that anyone watching them together would feel a twinge of jealousy, marveling at how love two people could share in today's world. Even his friend, who was also close to his girlfriend's younger sister, had a good bond, but not as strong as Rahul and his girlfriends. Mind it, because there are a lot many things are going to come in the picture. Now Rahul decided to introduce the girl he loved to his family. He already introduced her to his friend and things were going smoothly. Rahul had made up his mind that if he was going to marry this girl, he would fulfill all her demands, whether it was buying clothes or gifts like chocolates or roses or anything which she desired. Rahul made sure nothing was lacking. But then his family started criticizing him, saying, "Listen, if you want to marry this girl, you have to stand up on yourself." Rahul was very focused on his studies. He had been taught to manage his life within the house boundaries. Everything he needs were in front of him. Every evening, he and his friend would sit together where alcohol flowed freely and Rahul partied all night. He was living his life to the fullest, and if anyone wanted to know about his life, they would envy it. However, Rahul confided in me that when he came to Delhi to complete his higher education, things changed. His girlfriend behavior started to change and she began ignoring him. He felt like things were slipping away from him and she was not giving him any time. Rahul started to suspect his girlfriend's loyalty and asked his hacker friend to investigate. When the details were revealed, Rahul found out that a boy who lived 10 kilometers away from his home was dating his girlfriend. They had met several times and many things had happened between them. This thing hit Rahul so hard that he immediately left Delhi and went back home. He didn't tell the girl anything and lied to her, inviting her over and then exposed everything in front of his family. They were all shocked to see what girl he wanted to marry was doing behind his back, and everyone was extremely surprised. Now, let me tell you what happened next. That is going to shock you definitely. Rahul's family was quite shocked because Rahul and had chosen that girl for himself, but she was deceiving him behind his back. When Rahul found out about this, he became very depressed. He clearly told that girl to leave his house and never showed up again. Rahul was so depressed that he asked his father to talk to girl's family and get her married as soon as possible, or else it would be a crime. Rahul's father talked to that girl's family and asked them to get her married as soon as possible. Rahul was very angry. He loved that girl so much, but she ruined his life because he had fallen in love with her in a very bad way. It seems like Rahul had accepted that girl as his wife, but just a month later she got married to someone else. When this news was confirmed to Rahul, he became so depressed and he started drinking heavily. He drank so much that he would not eat or drink water, he only drank alcohol. His only support was a friend who had always been with Rahul, but even that friend started to distance himself from Rahul because his girlfriend, who was still the same girl's sister whom Rahul had loved deeply at one time, was also starting to create a gap between them. Discussing between them became awkward. Time passed, and Rahul developed a habit where he started to go ahead by a month, then 2 months, then 3 months. Rahul became addicted to alcohol to such an extent that he would start drinking even if he woke up at 2:30 in the morning. He felt that he became so alcoholic that he was always prepared with 2 or 3 bottles as a backup in case of his alcohol ran out. His family was very worried about this. Whenever Rahul's parents tried to talk to him about this, he would alert them and tell his father to stay away from him, threatening to create a scene in the house if he went mad, and he would cause a lot of trouble. It felt like Rahul was not himself anymore. He behaved in such a way as if he would destroy everything in the house today. He was not the same Rahul anymore. He behaved in a way that he would hit everyone in the house badly. It seems like Rahul was not there at all. He behaved in a way that he would beat everyone in the house. His father was shocked by his behavior. Rahul started showing signs of entity and strange things started happening to him inside the house when he drank and fell asleep. He would go into the sleep paralysis, and when he woke up and tried to walk inside the house, he would try to wake up inside the house, but he would fall down and not able to walk properly. Strange thing happened. Shadows seems to be moved on their house, scaring Rahul so much that he would often be afraid even during the day, asking his mom to stand outside the bathroom door at 10:30 in the morning. Rahul's fear was so intense that he would faint while using the bathroom. His neighbors would often call him over, and the boys in the neighborhood would tease him and run away, leaving Rahul feeling lighter as if his weight was reduced from 53 to 38 pounds. Slowly, Rahul's condition worsened to the point where he became so ill that he was in bedridden. Doctors said that he was a guest only for a few days, and if the things continued this way, he would not survive. One day, a friend visited him and said that something was wrong. Whenever he felt Rahul was getting upset, he would leave. During one such visit, Rahul's sister-in-law and brother came to see him. Suddenly, his sister-in-law seemed possessed by a dark force. The family knew that whenever she was possessed, something terrible was about to happen. She started speaking in a strange voice, saying that no mother would want her child to die like this. She warned Rahul's parents that something had been done to him and they needed to find it quickly. Hearing this, Rahul's future wife fainted. Rahul's parents were shocked and his father immediately contacted someone in the village 12 kilometers away who would deal with such kind of situations. The next day, they took Rahul to the village where a Baba examined him and said he won't live. Just listen what he said very carefully. Rahul won't live for more than 20 days and there is something beyond your understanding done to him. To save him, Rahul had to give up many things including alcohol, non-veg food and anything from outside. Rahul was shocked to hear that he was just a guest for 20 days. He said to the Baba, who had an aura of an Aghori, that he would not eat or drink anything and just wanted to go back home. Rahul was determined not to follow any restrictions as he did not believe that anything had happened to him. As days passed, Rahul's nights became terrifying. He had never been through such a time when he did not eat or drink anything for a long. He had horrifying dreams and he would vomit whenever he drank water. But when he drank alcohol, it was soothing. It seems as his body was made for it, and that's all he needed. Gradually, Rahul became very sick. He was bedridden, and doctors said that he was just a guest for few days. If things continued like that, he would not survive. Rahul's days were filled with fear as he had never gone without food for so long. He had terrible dreams. Whenever he drank water, he would omit very strangely. As we mentioned earlier, alcohol seemed to be calmed him down. Again Rahul visited to Baba Ghori and something strange happened there. Baba's helper Koka offered a sweet. A sudden pang of hunger struck him. It felt like Rahul, who was always hungry since birth, had spoken up. I told Baba to give me more food, but he said I will only get two rotis and a simple vegetable for now. No snacks or drinks until I say so. Rahul calmed down, returned home, and was told, you will come back in 15 days and I will fix everything for you. Rahul felt he just needed to stay alive for his parents as memories flooded back of how he used to rebel against them. Now, 15 days later, when Rahul went back to Baba, he confronted with the truth. Baba revealed that the girl Rahul loved had told him in the end, I will never let you be happy. Rahul replied, yes, Baba, how did you know? Baba replied, I know everything. Now listen, your friend, the one who always envy of your strong background, was the one who did it. Rahul's mind was blown. He just thought, really? He had never suspected his friend, who would taunt him about his rich family, saying, if my sister marries you, she will have to take care of me because you are not capable. When Rahul found out what was plotted against him, his eyes welled up. He realized he had disappointed his family by not behaving well with them. Amidst all this, he also realized how much his family supported him when he acted foolishly. Rahul asked Baba how his friend did it. Baba explained, you were both drinking that night and you were heavily drunk. He took advantage of that and mixed something in your drink. Rahul mouth dropped. He remembered that his friend along with that girl had left him that night. Baba had warned him, delete all the numbers of Jia, Preeti and Anusha from your phone. They are of no use to you now. Rahul agreed, saying, I have deleted all the numbers you mentioned. I just want to serve my parents now. Things could have gone really bad if the sister in law had not come on time. Baba had clarified one thing, revenge or change won't help you. Don't keep any grudges or think of messing with them. Leave them be. Don't pay attention to them anymore. It's just a matter of how you behave with your family. You have understood everything clear now. Rahul felt bad only about how he behaved with his family amidst all this. He had realized that no one can be trusted except parents. Neither a girlfriend nor a friend will stand by you. When something happens, it's your parents who will always stand by you, not anyone else. This incident had taught Rahul to think independently. Individual incidents happen, but they are individual. We cannot judge everyone. Finally, before leaving, I request you all to please support my channel, subscribe horror stories, and turn on the bell notifications so you get the latest video update first. Stay tuned to the channel until the next video. Thank you.